Another mixed bag this week. Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I'm Josephine. I'm often known as Josie or Jo. Hope you're all right. And to my regulars, welcome back. What am I showing you this week? Well, I'm going to go downstairs in a minute and hopefully make a flu bomb. Dr. Eric Berg has one on his channel, and also Dr. Barbara O'Neill. And I meant to do it at the end of August. And it just, the weather was hot. I thought, oh, fine. Come the 1st of September, bingo, came down with the lurgy. And I've been living on my inhalers, which I don't like to do because I came off them in March last year. And it just needs be, isn't it? But anyway, the flu bomb is a mixture of garlic, ginger, cayenne pepper. I think Dr. Berg puts 16 cloves in his or something like that of garlic, which is a lot, but he mixes it up with water like a paste, and you take a few mouthfuls, tablespoons or teaspoons every now and then. And it's like an antibiotic, he said. So that's similar to version 2, Barbara O'Neill. I think she does a little mixture where it's not kept in your fridge, you just make it up with ginger and the like. And she says to taste, if you don't want a lot of garlic, don't put loads of garlic in. If you want a tiny bit of cayenne pepper because it's quite spicy, just put a tiny bit in. But I'm going to go through, I think, hers, and I'll do that and add it for you to have a look at. Because I try and avoid antibiotics because it's a vicious circle. If I go on antibiotics, my gut bacteria is blitzed and then I'm back to square one and it keeps happening, which is your body becoming resistant, isn't it? So it's getting that gut microbiome back on track to be your own natural defence. And I was really surprised 1st of September. I thought, oh, there's a bit of a chill in the air, and I went doom, straight down. And I know a lot of people who are ill now, and I'm coming out of it, but it's gone on for weeks, and I think it's really important to get your gut sorted out. And of course, if you eat sugar, it knocks it out again, but that I am a culprit of, I know. But anyway, back to what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and then I got a notification on my phone. Would you like the flu jab? Just as I'm in the middle of being really ill. I thought, typical. Normally they ring me. They send me a message in February. Would you like the flu jab at the surgery? Why do I want it in February? I know you can go to chemists and book yourself in. And then I'm starting to think, do I really want to go with my nose blocking off because I've had reactions to the chemicals and the drugs in the past? It's really one of those, isn't it? So you have to weigh it up. But anyway, I'm going to try that flu bomb. I've never made it before, and so I shall share it with you. And also, I'm just going to show you a few clips of me meeting my 2 sisters last Friday in Longbridge in Birmingham, because my eldest sister flew in from County Wexford for a few days, and she wants to be in the Longbridge site because she's got friends over there. So she stayed there and we met up, and my younger sister was there, Alina, my family friend and my sister's friend, and also Jackie from when we were at school. I was at school at 5, so gosh, I've known Jackie 55 years. Anyway, Jackie came from quite a way. She was an hour and 20 minutes, so she drove. So that's nice to have a catch up. And yeah, so at Hotel Chocolat, I don't generally buy the chocolates at Hotel Chocolat. I find there's a certain taste I don't quite enjoy, except for the orange tangs. They're these dark chocolate strips they're like a very strong Jaffa cake in the middle, very orangey, and they're nice. And but there's a back taste to Hotel chocolate that I don't like, and me and my friend are like chocolatiers, and we think Green and Blacks has got the better cocoa flavour. That's personally to me. You might like them. It doesn't stop me popping them in my mouth. If somebody offers me one though, they were on the table and we ate them. So yeah, if I just had it without the filling, I know I wouldn't actually like the back taste of the chocolate mix. Even though they say they've got cacao in there more so than, buttery products and milk. But anyway, that's the situation of Hotel Chocolat and me, but I do love their packaging and their shop. It was my suggestion we go in there for tea and coffees. I had a ginger and cacao black tea, and it was very nice. I just didn't want anything milky with me being chesty, and a lot of the calories are in those milk drinks. I looked up at the board and I couldn't believe it. 464 calories for certain drinks. This is where people put, tons of weight on. And I'm thinking, they don't realise it's like half your calorific intake for a day if you're on a diet. And I'm thinking, gosh, not that I generally watch that, but it just really jumped out at me. And I think my drink was 6 calories or something. I thought I'll go with that one. But yeah, very nice indeed, fresh. And yeah, it was a nice little time to sit and have a quiet chat. It was nice in there because some of the local areas could get quite noisy in their cafes. But anyway, then I go on to show you in a minute. I've just changed my tablecloth in the lounge just to sort of chill and show you what I've been messing about with. And a bit of a tablescape, not like some of the dramatic ones I've seen on YouTube where people are putting floral displays worth thousands on their tables. It's just a few candles and a change of tablecloth. But I'll put some music to it. So, yeah, that's for now. And if I get anything else for the rest of the week, I'll add it on. See you later. We're here at Hotel Chocolat in Longbridge. Here's my younger sister, Deb. What drink did you have, Deb?
Black coffee.
Americano. What did you have? This is Alina.
Hello. I had drinking chocolate with orange in it. It was delightful.
Oh, nice.
And some lovely chocolates.
Oh, and what did you have, Sue? This is my eldest sister, Sue. Just water today, because I've already had 2 coffees, which is mine. Excellent. And this is Jackie. What did you have, Jack?
Oh, I've not let anybody down. I've had a cherry sundae. Delicious.
Lovely.
Celebrating.
I've got a little dog next to me on the floor. I'm just going to photograph the dog. What a sweet little face. It's a nice selection of chocolates. Let's look at the boxes. It says cacao is always our #1 ingredient, not sugar. We love the happiness that only cacao-loaded chocolate provides, the deeply satisfying taste. As cacao farmers ourselves, we appreciate the hard work and craft that goes into growing cacao and the positive impact that farming methods can have on our nature. We actively support farmers to grow cacao in a way that's kind to nature and builds a sustainable living for them and their families. Nature positive cacao will always be our #1 ingredient, and 10% of our profits go to further the development of gentle cacao farming. That's what I call an advent calendar. So for the flu bomb, we need garlic. So I've got a garlic clove I've just peeled. Somewhere I've got it. C'est ça. C'est là. It is here. We need ginger. I'm going to peel that in a moment. 1/4 teaspoon. It says a drop of eucalyptus essential oil or tea tree. Well, I've got tea tree, but I'm not going to put that in, even though it's antimicrobial, because I don't like to take essential oil, even though 1 drop is okay. So I'm going to leave that out. Cayenne pepper, as much as you can take. Could be 1/4 teaspoon or less, because it's quite strong. Honey. I've got Vale of Evesham. Doesn't matter what you've got. And 1/3 cup of hot water. And I also saw Dr. Mandel say on YouTube, if you just want to chomp on some thyme, dry thyme, I've got fresh in the garden, but dry thyme is enough, chomp on a bit, and it's a mucolytic, so it brings up all the nastiness that you want to get rid of. And I tried it yesterday and it did work. So that's interesting. And I was looking at my blue inhaler, which is salbutamol. And I thought, is cell salt to open up the airways? And is the butamol, thymol from thyme, which is thymol? It may, I don't know, I might be making that up completely, but I like to look at words and think if they got it from the actual ingredients that they use. I don't know. That's just me on a tangent. But yeah, this flu bomb is a natural antibiotic. So I'm going to bash up the clove of garlic, peel the ginger, put 1/4 teaspoon in with it, cayenne pepper, honey, and some hot water. Knock it back and see how we get on. So I've mushed together the garlic, the ginger, the cayenne pepper, a tiny bit. I didn't even put 1/4 teaspoon, a teaspoon of honey, and now the hot water. When I put all this into a cup, we will knock it back. It's a bit hot, so I'll carry on. It's nice though, refreshing. Good morning. I'm off to Homesense. I love the title Homesense because my home is the home of common sense, I always think. And yeah, we're going to go and see what they've got for their autumnal displays. I don't need much, but I do like to see what's on offer. And yeah, it's nice to have a little peruse, isn't it? So yeah, see you in a minute. Excuse the sparkly teapot, what looks like a teapot cover. But it's keeping me warm because it's quite chilly. And yeah, even though I'll be indoors, it's quite nice to have on my head. See you in a minute. See you in a bit. It's Blackpool, by the way. Worcester, Blackpool. Not the greatest place on the planet. Quite depressing, I quite find, but there's lots of shops. So we'll have a look. Just looking at the lights in Next. And I like the square one. If ever I need another new lamp or ceiling light, I'm going to go for a square one. I like it. So look. I like that one, and I like that one. They're good. I like them. So this is Blackpool. I'm outside Next, and they've got a Christmas tree. And it's a bit of a boring square. Nothing fascinating. But we've got Dunelm, Wren Kitchens, B&Q, Furniture Village, Tappy Carpet Floors and Benson Beds. And there are other roundabouts with other shops on, like Marks and Spencer's have got a great food place. A small shop but with lots of nice goodies for food. And I'm just going to bob into Dunelm, see what they've got. Even more lights in here. Very good selection. I don't know what it is about storage. Baskets, cupboards, organisation. I absolutely am drawn like a moth to a flame. And anything laundry. I'd love a laundry room. People have these great big laundries. I've got a friend who had a dog room once for the dog. I could have lived in it. It was immaculate and so well organised. But anyway, on to what I've just seen. What I need is a coat stand, a black coat stand. So I'm going to buy this. Desperately needed now that I'm sorting out a wall and painting near my hall. Look at that for an alternative lamp. And that one. £65 each. And £30 for those. Aren't they good? I don't need a poof, but I do like it. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I've put the coat stand back because I realised it's not the right shape. But I'm looking at mirrors because my hallway needs painting and I need to take the coat rack off and put a mirror up, I think. And I'm looking at a long mirror and a round one because it has to fit above the alarm. So yeah, I might get these two. It's a pretty mirror. Looks like that. Good morning, hope you're all right. I thought I'd change my table here in the lounge. I use this as my dining room now, even though I've got a separate room which is a dining room. It's now an office and it's used all the time. So here I'm going to change my tablecloth because it's looking a bit pink. And I was trying to match it to the chair that I brought down from a bedroom to give more seating. But I've decided to change the pink look. I don't mind the chair, but I just don't want this Barbara Cartland-ish look as it's now autumn. So I'm going to play around, have a little go of changing my cloth, and I thought you might want to just chill and watch. This is a tablecloth I bought from Dunelm last year. It may look a bit wintry, I don't know, but I think the green has got to be a bit better than the pink. So let's have a look. You can watch me. I've made my flu bomb, guzzled it back, and I've run back upstairs after I've just received an Amazon delivery. I smell of garlic, but hey ho. And I had ordered Tisserand, you know, aromatherapy I've been talking about in the past. I like their essential oils for even just dropping on a radiator, so it's a natural smell. You don't have any nasty perfume smells which can get to you, but it fills the air with a nice smell. But what I ordered I thought was 4 bottles of essential oil, but they're not. They're little sprays that you can spray onto your body or your pillow, it says, which I'm actually happier about because they'll be watered down. It says feel your best around the clock with these little handy pocket-sized mood boosters. Little Wellbeing Wonders, a mini mood mist collection. Let's try saying that fast. Mini mood mist collection. Simple steps to feel your best, and they're little 9 milliliter bottles. One says happy vibes. Now I've had the big room sprays of those before now, and it says body and room mist, and it's got lemon, tea tree, bergamot and nutmeg. I never know whether it's bergamot. I think it's bergamot. This one is total de-stress. Again, I've had the big body, the bigger one of this, and this is geranium, orange and nutmeg. I love geranium. This one is real calm, lavender, bergamot and patchouli. And this is sleep better body or pillow mist. I'll put a link below because I've just ordered it. And yeah, you can put them on your body or on your pillows. How lovely, beautiful. Makes the day better, doesn't it? And yeah, I'll just sign off from here. All the best of health to you all. And don't forget what Marissa Peer says. She's a hypnotherapist. She says, keep telling your body, I am a well-making machine. So it sinks in, a well-making machine. She's got this little hypnotherapy short that comes on my phone sometimes, and she says, imagine a vortex swirling from the top of your head, going all the way down your body, and keep saying to yourself, I am a well-being machine, because it means that all your body is working as it should do, in perfect synchronicity. So, on that note, I'll say goodbye, have a wonderful week, and enjoy the autumn weather if it's dry. Today's a bit murky, I haven't been out yet, I couldn't bear the thought of going out. I feel really cold today, but I'm happy in my space. Before I go, I'll just let you know that it looks bright in here. I do have a lamp on the computer, because if I don't, it'll look 100. Down in the kitchen, it's a bit darker, and I didn't have a lamp on my phone, so it makes you look a bit, baggy-eyed. But up here, because of this reflective light, it's only small, it really makes a difference. But additionally, last night we changed most of the light bulbs in our house because we found that we can have low wattage but brighter bulbs that are called daylight, more of a blue light rather than a warm light, and you ought to see the difference in my house. It looks 10 times bigger, it looks bright and welcoming. I just feel so uplifted. The other lights were warm but very yellow, and they just seem to come down like that into the room and just look dull. And I'm a real, light person. I need the light, and I just cannot get over how, even in here, it just looks uplifted. And downstairs, so we're changing everything. We've got some on order for even little tiny lamps, like candle lamps, candle bulbs, and they're called Pifco, I think. And we've got some from Screwfix in the UK, and some from Home Bargains. And the whole house has been swapped out so that it's lit and feels uplifting. And you can just put a couple of lamps on if you don't want it all on, but I can't tell you how good I feel since yesterday through having more light. So yeah, on that note, let there be light, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.